Okay. All right. So, first time we're trying to stream like this. First time we're doing something like this. I'm going to be spinning this wheel that we initially made in the Discord. And we're just gonna pick whatever we pick off whatever the wheel lands on, that will be like the start of the stream. Basically, we're gonna sketch some of that stuff, we're gonna draw some of that stuff, and it's just like to get me out of the rut of drawing the same thing all the time. The idea being that I've probably never drawn V for Murder Droids. I don't even know what Murder Droids is besides on the same channel that like Digital Circus is on. That's it. Other times we might land on what's it called? Where was it? The Sit Chorus. Where's it at? The Psittacosaurus. Psittacosaurus, whatever that is. You know, we might draw a dinosaur. Who knows? The whole idea of this is to get me out of the drawing the same thing all the time and this mentality of like just sketching everything, drawing everything. So we'll see what we land on. Hey Taylor. It's really good. Highly recommend y'all watch Murder Drones. I probably will. It's kind of been on my list. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. But let's spin this wheel. See what we get. That's a long spin. Macaron Hi-Fi Rush. Alright, we're going to hide that choice. We'll never do it again. Or we might. Who knows? Maybe we'll put the same thing on here again. Macaron Hi-Fi Rush. So let me just go ahead and do this real quick. Today's wheel Macaron Hi-Fi Rush. And my awful handwriting that I have whenever I'm on digital. It's always so bad. How you been, Taylor? Alright, let's go get some reference. Macaron Hi-Fi Rush. Because I do not remember what Macaron looks like just off the top of my head. I mean, I know his general traits, but I don't know anything about... I don't know what I would not accurately draw him off the top of my head. Macaron is a very cool character, though. I love Hi-Fi Rush. I've talked about this a lot. It's one of the few games I want to play again on stream. Like, I would love to do, like, a challenge run where I, like, start a fresh file and try and beat the whole game on, like, hard mode or something. With a fresh file. That's a big picture. Oh, God. Macaron, you're a big guy, but I need you to be a little bit smaller. Okay, there we go. Honestly, T-posing Macaron might be useful. Man, he's got big arms. Literally, if you laid his hands down, I think they would go down to his ankles. Insane. It's cool because one of the few dinosaurs we know what color it was. Really? That is actually kind of interesting. How do we figure that out? I'll be honest, the Jurassic era was like never something I was particularly interested in. Like, I know they have the Jurassic Park movies and stuff, but like, it was never something I was just like, yes, dinosaurs. Actually, you know what? If we got a Hi-Fi Rush character, we gotta listen to the Hi-Fi Rush soundtrack. Just a really good skin impression? Huh? Alright. I believe it. Is there any other good pictures of Macaron we can use as a reference? Maybe something that shows his back for any given reason? Because I'll be honest, I don't know if the back of his jacket has anything in particular on it. Doesn't look like it. Not booting up the game right now. I will grab this because these are some good action poses. That'll help me in case we get anything at like a weird angle. Alright, cool. We got our references. And I think what I'm going to do now is just try and find some poses to sketch out. On to Pinterest, where my pose library is. And the pose and gesture. The thing about Pinterest is so ready to give you like female and woman poses. It's sometimes hard to find male poses unless you're just like specifically looking for those. And I know it also caters to what you save, so I probably didn't help with that. It's not a bad starting pose. There we go. What's the project, Taylor? Is it more dinosaur related stuff, or do you, I guess you go to art school, right? Or you're in like an art college? Non-representational art, my word is irritation. Let's see if I can get this. I'm gonna mess with this a lot. This is also my warm-up for the day. I haven't drawn anything else yet today. What are you doing in there? Those feet are gonna be way too small. What I love about Macaron is that he's such a giant nerd, and he's also literally a giant. Dude's huge. His eyes actually sit higher up on his head. He doesn't have very big legs. And this guy going like this way with his hips. At this angle we would see more of the almost the front of the pelvis, I think. Okay, bring this down a little bit. Not quite fully to the side. That's not bad. I'm gonna bring this arm up and out a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Gotta make some room for his big old mitts. I'm also realizing I don't have Twitch chat open. There we go. Hey Najee, how you doing, dude? My day's going pretty good. You know, hadn't done too much today. But it's been not bad. I was not paying attention to that hand in the reference before I started drawing it. It's actually more like that. And that. There's the thumb. There's the top of the hand. The other part of the hand would be there. I'll probably have to scale up these hands because of how big of a mitt this guy has. I mean, this guy has huge mitts. Macaron's hands are huge. There's the fat for the thumb there. Top of the hand. It's where the hand fat would be. Or the hand muscle, I guess. Thumb is there. Thumb's facing down. Make the one index finger come out. I was watching videos on hands yesterday, and I'm just trying to remember what I learned from it, or what I saw in it. I didn't really sit down and study the video I was watching. I should have. I should have drawn along with it or something, but I didn't decide to. This part of his body is where all the compression is, so let's bring this arm up and out a little bit more. Because Macaron does kind of have like a... If I was just to simplify Macaron's shapes, it'd be like... Body. Head. Legs. Arms. Big guy. Alright. Let's sketch in a few details. Oh, I'm off the Twitch stream again. Whoops. I was too busy looking at reference. His facial hair is going to inform a lot about the shape of his face here, I'm realizing. Who's back there? Oh, they're back there. What about you, Najee? What have you been up to today? His hair has a shape at the front of it. Have a better look at the top of his head. I mean, his hair really is like a block shape, isn't it? His head's definitely way too big. Phew. Oh, wrong pen. I just noticed one of his arms is like a full... Oh, that's a sleeve. Oh, he has sleeves on top. Okay. The sleeve and then his shoulder pad goes over top of it. Got it. God, I gotta play Hi-Fi Rush again. That game is so good. I was almost worried I was gonna burn myself out on it. I played it so many times. I played it so much off stream. Like, I don't game a whole lot off stream these days, but I played that game a ton off stream. Yeah, that hand needs to be way bigger. I'm happy with the shape, but it just needs to be way bigger. And this is like the back of the top of the hand, so you would see some of the cybernetics. so glad he's got someone to play with now, so he doesn't bother me, so he doesn't constantly bother me all the time while I'm trying to draw. It's honestly so nice. One of my favorite songs in the game. So glad it hit so early in the game too. They really made sure those first few levels were like bangers. I say like the whole game isn't bangers. I forget he has that super deep V. He might be one of the video game characters that has as much, like, chest hair as I do. I want to create that overlap there. It's a bit forced, but I like the perspective of it, so I'm going to force that a little bit, I think. And then again, his hand just needs to be bigger. But honestly, I'm cool with it being like in front of the torso a bit. I need to be careful not to make a tangent there. I might just make it a straight line. That way it doesn't feel like it's coming out of the arm there. Yeah, there we go. Why's my phone blowing up? Nothing important. Slip that in a little bit. Separate out the index finger a little bit from the rest of this. Rough that hand up in there. It's funny, like, joggers he's got going on. Oh! So he has these, like, knee enhancements. And then the pants, like, have an opening. So he can still wear his sensible shorts. But they don't damage his pants. He has purpose-made pants for his leg. That's funny. That's a really smart design choice as well. And now you can fit his Tims in there. That's another thing I need to do one day is just like shoes. Hold on, let me add just drawing shoes and to the wheel. I'm gonna hate that. Honestly, I should be excited for something like that. Learning how to draw something I'm not good at, that should just be a reason to be excited. Honestly, it's not bad for a warm-up. Can't forget Macarone's glasses that also kind of look like sci-fi goggles. And his little pencil. His little Cintiq pin he wears. I'm not unhappy with that. What else do we got on Pinterest? I'm going to be very careful about bringing up some of these references on screen. I'm actually going to try not to bring any of them up just because some of them might be a bit risque. And I'd rather not show that on the internet. I was in a mood for some of these, huh? Weird. What if I search strong men? Find a bunch of strong men. Yeah, that's exactly what we needed. Yeah, there we go. That'll work out real good. Oh, what the hell? Let it go all the way down there. There we go. This guy's sitting on a ball. Don't ask me why. Is that Crazy Dave from Plants vs. Zombies? I don't know who that is. This is Macaron from Hi-Fi Rush. If you can read my god-awful handwriting. If you read my god-awful handwriting, you might be a prophet. I don't know. Just roughing in these feet real quick. This leg's actually going back at a pretty cool angle. I'm realizing now just how bad off that foot is from the reference. We'll fix that. Oh, that's because I didn't draw that leg the right way. I was just kind of freestyling on that one. That's on me. How you doing, PJ? We'll go with that for now. Let's shrink this down so I can get the rest of the arm and the head in there, because once again, I made everything too big. This guy is hunched over. It feels too big on the arms, but Macaron's arms are huge. Maybe I got the bicep too long. If I bring the bicep up and make the shoulder bigger. This dude is relaxed. He's not like tense. We're about to bring that up even higher just because of how big Macaron's fists are. Alright, where's that mouth shape that was in? There we go. I like that mouth shape. Oh, they do give them the little smirk lines in this, huh? I'm also realizing I'm making the face entirely too big. If I made the face smaller, everything would fit way better. Yeah, I did very much just copy that. That's fine here. We are learning. Now his body. I think I see what's throwing me off here. Besides the head, once again, being too big. The body is not wide enough. Because of that, everything looks off. There we go. Looks more like him already. His little headlight on his collar. Ant on my desk for some reason. I say for some reason, like I don't know there's ants all over this place all the time. Can't seem to get rid of the buggers either. This side has more tube things on them. Second favorite song in the whole game and my favorite boss fight music. Let's go. Trying to get a really good idea of what that hand is sitting at back there. Not terrible. We can get his tech here. That's higher up for sure. It's basically on his knees. I like that line there. Clean the sketch up a little bit. Oh, my light just flickered in my eye and it hurt. Not like this. Don't hate that one either. Coming out alright. This one I don't have a full body of, but I like the pose, so I'm gonna do it. Bowser's in the letterbox. I think I'm gonna turn it a little bit more too. I want to get a little... I want to mess with this pose a little bit. What, Bowser? What? I'm gonna move this one down. Scale it down a little bit, move it down a little bit. Keep wanting to just, yeah, push that gut out a little bit more. There we go. Okay. That's... trying to figure out where the head would be at this angle. If this is the front of the chest. And draw that rhombus back. This is where the clavicle would be. The stripes would be back here, one of them would be, the other trap would be here. Head's probably once again too big, but that's fine. Definitely too high up. A little bit of a cockier pose for him, but honestly, I would not be surprised if like in the mirror, he was just like, yeah, I'm freaking ripped. Get that I almost said Madi builder, like muscle builder, have muscle body. Got that muscle builder body, like actual strongman, not just like, not just the people who like get shredded for the physical form, which is fine. I've got no hate for people who just want to make their bodies absolutely swole. Although, boy howdy, is that like a dangerously unhealthy way to like treat your body. Yeah, Bowser? What's up, Bubby? Trying to catch the very edge of that jacket there. Not a lot of this arm is showing, but that's on purpose. And down Bowser goes. Dizzy not following you around right now? Or is Dizzy doing that thing where he's hiding up underneath something again? Do we have a shot of Macaron's face from like a 3/4? That's not bad. This is going to be hard to capture is his lips at a 3/4 angle. It's one of those things I was hoping to like. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really look like anybody else really draws them that much. Well, computer had to think. Muscles. Alright, is there a way where I can get a look at this shoulder pad from this angle? I'm trying to understand it a little bit better. It's not bad. That gives me a rough idea. I get the chest hair in there. It's iconic for him. I think that's the best shorthand representation of that I've drawn so far. This weird arm bullet thing. Oh wait, where's that like? Yeah. That thing's sick. See, it goes up to his elbow. It's like this big hydraulic press thing. Hey guys, what do you think about me turning my arms into hydraulic jackhammers? What do you mean, what do we think about it? Obviously, that's like ridiculously irresponsible. Yeah, but do you think it'd be like cool? I mean, yeah, obviously. All right, I'm gonna do it. You're a what? You're going to what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna turn my arm into a giant hydraulic press. Don't sweat the fine details. I'll figure those out. I mean, we weren't going to. Cool. So we're all in agreement. Sure, man. I guess we are all in agreement. Yes, Bowser? Yeah, Bubbies? What you up to back there? Hmm? Is Dizzy sleeping? Okay, well now you're being mean for no reason. Now you're being mean and biting me for no reason, you very rude little man. Oh god, Bowser. Yes, you little attention baby. I have no idea what that is. You just want to get up? There you go, Bubby. He just wanted to get up. He's immediately purring. He's such a little whiner. He's a spoiled little brat. Yes, I'm talking about you. Spoiled little brat. Oh, you can cuddle all you want. It doesn't make you any less spoiled. If anything, it just proves you're more spoiled. Yes, I know. Yes, I know. God, it's gonna be a pain if I were going to like render that out. That'd be such a pain. All right. Found a hard little dips. Not really sure how to illustrate the arm in this, the hand in this angle. Let's futz a little bit. Let's futz while I've got an entire cat on me. Yes, Bowser. He was a big baby boy. Is it you? It's him. He's a big baby boy. He will never admit it, but he is. Alright. Let's see if I can't get one more sketch out of this page of macarons, and then I think I'm going to work on that Surge doodle from last time. If I had more time, I'd sketch out that idea. Or I had more patience, I guess. Hey, I went to Strongman, and of course I eventually found Arnold Schwarzenegger. There he is. Bubbies. Holy cow. Some of these strongmen have like 0% body fat. It's actually unreal. Let's just go with this one. Oh, whoops. Oh, Bowser, you're making things hard. Make these all a little bit smaller so I can squeeze one more in here. Bowser's making this very hard. Oh, one of my life goals is to be in one of the 1,000-pound deadlift clubs. Those are my kind of people, are my role models. Dude, like, legitimately, the people who can deadlift that much weight are so ridiculously impressive. I was talking about it earlier, but, like, I don't have any hate for, like, the body, like, the muscle builders who are, like, building it, like, explicitly for, like, the visual, right? Like, the shock and awe of, like, a ridiculously ripped up body. But I've always found it more impressive the people who are just like, I can legitimately move an entire tractor with just my body. Like, the difference between, like, a WWE wrestler and, like, a legitimate strongman is just so insane. And it's crazy because so many people will, like, fat shame, like, strongmen. And it's like, you don't understand just how ridiculously strong these people are. Anyways, how you doing, Darth Gorycorn? I don't know if Gorycorn is a reference to something, but I just thought of, like, Darth Vader, but he explicitly kills people by shooting corn at them, like, extremely quickly. Instead of force choking people, his move is to force corn people? I don't know. He's doing it. He's using the Force. It was a name that required no numbers. I respect it. Who can't... Dude, it is so insane. Like, that kind of body shaming, I've never really understood it. Obviously, whenever you're young, there's a time in your life where you're like, how are these people supposed to be stronger than, like, a WWE wrestler? They're not fat. It's like, dude, they're not fat. That's, like, the muscle. And that's the fat you need for the kind of muscle to, like, move that body around. It's all science, man. I'm really roughing this one out because I just... this cat. I gotta get this cat off of me. He's such a... Dude, I swear to God, he's such a little brat. Why don't you go play with Dizzy? Bowser. Bowser. Why don't you go play with Dizzy? Bowser. He's probably legitimately asleep on me. It worked out most of their life from their 70s. It's insane. That's the other thing, is they live longer than the athletes who, yeah, put their bodies through all that stress for, like, the visual, because they're just simply not maintaining a healthy way of life. And a lot of them are in freaking SmackDown, which is basically killing their bodies for sport, much like a lot of athletes are these days. But that's a conversation for probably somebody much more informed about it than I am. Yeah, I'm really half in this one because I want this cat off of me. Oh, ow! Bowser! You just scratched the heck out of my chest, dude. Ow, man. Procrastinating on doing a body study right now so hard. I'm not really doing body studies so much as I am like just trying to get. I want to get to the point where I'm better at taking characters and like putting them in poses. I guess I am doing a body study. What am I even saying? I guess I'm not strictly doing an anatomy study, right? I'm trying to do more so like shape language stuff, I guess. Even that just sounds like I BS'd it. I kind of did. But like literally I just had the epiphany like, man, I should use strongmen for like anatomy studies. Just get like a muscle chart out and just look at it while looking at just absolutely gigantic dudes. He's sus. I'm not gonna clean up that sketch. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm great at character design, but awful at drawing bodies. Sometimes I get a concept down on paper and I use it as a template just to get it on the paper for now. Sick. Oh god. Sorry about that. Character design is something I need to work on, but frankly, there's a lot of stuff I need to work on. It's just like I just need to get better at drawing in general. Which is a lot of what I've been doing recently, is just drawing more. Realistically, right now, I'm focusing more on just like pencil mileage. Just trying to get more drawings out there. Work on my line confidence and stuff like that. Like, I've been slowly working on, like, more and more draw box stuff. I don't want to do this. I don't have the patience for this. Whew. Like, I've been doing more and more draw box stuff. Just to, like, understand shapes and stuff better. I did have a schoolism thing for a little while, but I'm poor, so I let it run out. Alright. That's fun. So, it did that. So now let's save as. Wilson, new folder. Will streams, and this is 000 001. When I get 000, I'll be irritated. And we'll just drop that in as a JPEG. Boop. So I'm not too awfully worried about the overall quality of these. There we go. So, Darth, just as to explain what this stream has been recently. Oh no, that didn't go. That wasn't on stream. Who messaged me? Oh, it's Discord. I'll worry about it for now. Just to explain what these streams are. I am basically adding stuff to this wheel as people suggest it. And then at the beginning of every like art stream, I just spin the wheel and whatever gets added to it or whatever it lands on, I draw it. It doesn't matter if it's Toriyama vehicles, Psittacosaurus, real vehicles. Today we got Macaron, which is why I made this little quick shorthand reference sheet for Macaron and did some drawings of him using strongmen because Macaron is an absolute unit. This man is thick. But this is what I was doing when just doing sketches of him for the warm-up. Because I think tying it to something that I like makes it a lot easier. But also, all these suggestions get me out of my comfort zone. So if you got something you'd want to suggest, like a character or just a thing, like I can put draw my living room on here, because it sounds like something I would hate doing, but it means I'd be working on perspective. So I should do it. And I guess set design? Oh. Yeah. Let me know if you got anything. But we did that to start off the stream, so now for the rest of the stream, I think I want to work on something I worked on in the I did in the last stream. Open. Did I not save the? I did not save. Oh well. This is a good enough start. Strongest Surge, which definitely needs to be pushed. Rune Mage style fighter John Cage from Mortal Kombat. Something with room to give you a wide range of concepts. What is a Rune Mage? Rune Mage style Johnny Cage. I can spell it all. Or type. Johnny Cage was like one of my favorite Mortal Kombat characters. I haven't played the new Mortal Kombat at all. I did watch all the cutscenes. I do like the Mortal Kombat stories usually. Although this last one felt a little soft, but I guess it's because they're just doing a big reset or whatever. But Mortal Kombat 9 was the one I played a lot growing up, and that was where I played Johnny Cage and Cabal were the characters I played a lot in that game. Let me grab some Surge references. Surge Sonic Comics. You got Johnny Cage's autograph? That's sick. Like somebody who voiced him or something? I don't think I'm gonna need those macaron references anytime soon. That was loud. The Sonic comic needs to come back really badly so I can go back to reading it. The actor from the first movie and the guy that played as Jax. Oh, that's sick. Now I'm trying to think of the one celebrity I met. I don't know his name. All I know is that somebody that I worked with told me who it was after he had left. So I was working at a Best Buy in Madison, Tennessee, as a there's Pace. I kept missing it. As a representative for Sony, selling Sony TVs and stuff like that. And while I was there, this guy came in asking for TVs, and I was like, okay, cool, yeah, sure, I'll sell you a TV, whatever, it's my job. You know how it is. So I want to clean up this pose a little bit. So I was going through, he wanted a TV, I think, for like one of his bedrooms or something. So I went through, and gave him the pitch on one of the TVs that I did actually like up there. I do like Sony TVs are actually good, even though I don't work for them anymore. So, that job sucked. I hate sales jobs, but gotta push the bean for a Sonic character. There we go. But anyways, he wanted a TV, so I got him set up with a TV, got him out of there and everything. Felt pretty good about it. And after he had left, one of my coworkers was like, "What was his name?" And I'm like, "You know what? I didn't catch his name. I kind of forgot it already." And he goes, "That dude." And he like pulled up a picture of him. He goes, "No, that was him." And I was like, "Who was it?" He's like, "He's like a famous folk musician, my guy." And I'm like, "I don't listen to folk music. I don't know what to tell you about that right now." But that's the closest I've gotten to like legitimately meeting a celebrity, was some folk musician one of my coworkers knew. Oh, I guess I did meet. Oh, what's his name? What's his name? I got him to sign an artist proof and everything. Search for Tomorrow. MTG. It was the original artist for Search for Tomorrow. I bought 2 artist proofs from him, and I had him sign them. Randy Gallegos. I met Randy Gallegos at MagicCon Memphis in like 2019, right before the year before COVID. That was pretty cool. Just want to clean up some of these details in the pose. I do like drawing Sonic characters. I didn't start drawing Sonic characters until like this year, but they are a lot of fun to draw. They have really fun shapes. What's up, Bowser? You coming back up here? Yes, Bubbies. Yes, what do you want? Yes, Bubbies. Can I see what I'm doing, please? Thank you. Yes, Bubbies. 3-shot rule for doing lines, try to get better at art. If I can't fix a line in 3 tries, I have to keep working at it and work around the mistakes to get better as improvising. Oh, I like that idea. Bowser. Get down. Go play with Dizzy. Bowser's being a little punk right now. Bowser. Bowser, you're being a punk. Whoa. Yeah, I called you a punk. What are you gonna do about it? I got her ears completely wrong in this picture. Ow, Bowser. Ow, Bowser. Ow, why are you biting me? Bowser. Ow! Ass. Down there. He's really being clingy right now. Maybe that ball will distract him for a minute. We'll see. I thought Bowser would be a good name for a cat because they can be bossy and needy a lot of the times. I unfortunately was correct. On both accounts. He's a good boy, though. He just likes to get on me a lot. Oh, yep. You hear the jingling. He's playing with the ball right here next to me. I can't have cats. Too many collectibles on shelves. I don't have any of my like collectibles and my stuff on my shelves up anymore. I could have, but whenever I moved, I just didn't bother putting everything up. I should have. I like having my stuff out on display. It's just... I think before I get everything on display, I want to get new shelving units for... Like, I want to get new shelves for here. Because right now, the shelves I have is like my bookshelf, and it's in my living room. And it's full of books and DVDs at the moment. So those are going to stay where they're at, I think. That's part of my problem. I defaulted back to drawing with my elbow. I should be drawing with my shoulder. Do you have any pets at all, Gorcoin? I have a diva of a Chihuahua. To my understanding, most Chihuahuas are divas. At least my mom's is. My mom's Chihuahua is an absolute diva. She likes to think she's the queen of the house, and it often does not work out for her. Yeah. Bowser's usually really chill. He's just very much an attention hog. Dizzy I haven't got a vibe on yet, but Dizzy's been here for 2 days, so got some learning to do with Dizzy. Dog discovered that if she bites, you bite back. Yeah, that's about how they learn, isn't it? I'm sorry, who did you think was in charge here? Ha! fingers are too big, but I'm happy with the shapes of them. Because Sonic fingers are weird shapes. And other Sonic hands are just like super gestural. It puts her back in the position as the beta of the house. This is one of my favorite Sonic hands. Is the like Sonic hands that like they do this too. I just find so appealing. I don't know what it is about it. Where they just like group up these three fingers super tightly. I know a lot of art styles do that, but something about the flow of the Sonic hand is really satisfying. Thought I heard somebody sneaking around back there. She has 2 rings on each hand. Some dark part of me wants to go check every single Sonic panel to see if she has both rings on both hands all the time, but I'm not going to do that because I have better things to do with my life. Like play Street Fighter later. It's funny you brought up fighting games because I literally like just this week bought Street Fighter 6. And I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to try and learn a fighting game. Because they do just seem legitimately like fun. And I kind of want to try and get into them. Someday I'm gonna do nothing but draw shoes. How can I say I'm drawing Sonic characters if I don't draw shoes? It's like the most important part of a Sonic character. Actually, I'm kind of happy with how this shoe's coming out. I kind of like that approach I took. I've never taken that approach to drawing the shoe before. Of like drawing the sole of the shoe and then working my way up, but I kind of like how it worked out for me. I'm also realizing this hand doesn't make any sense with the angle of the arm. It needs to be more rotated. I was going too much off the original sketch there. It happens. Maybe I just move the arm down, so I don't have to worry about cutting into the pants there, like a tangent. There we go. And I just draw the pants back in front of that. And there we go. Now it's not a tangent, now it's overlapping. And it gives a sense of depth. I know what I'm talking about. I've watched a YouTube art tutorial before or two in my life. I like the older ones when they were less complicated. Ugh, same. But I'd be hard pressed to tell the truth and say like the new sneakers aren't cool looking. Like Sonic characters do always just have cool sneaks on. She has her tongue out a lot. Should I do the tongue thing? Actually, I kind of like that entire mouth shape I just looked at. The time I stabbed myself in the hand yesterday is bleeding again. No, it's not bleeding. It's just open. Yeah, it's just a good mouth shape. That is a really good mouth shape. I'm stealing it. Yeah, and it's so chaotically her as well. It just does bring in all of her energy. Now I'm not too into the tongue. Do I just get rid of the tongue? Or did I like my old mouth better? I think I liked most of my old mouth better, but I do want elements of this mouth. Like, I like the upper lip of that mouth better. And I like the placement of my teeth better. Although, having one of the teeth overlap, that back part of the mouth is really good. There we go. All right. This arm gets a bit too thick there. There we go. Less obnoxiously thick arm. Oh, I'm coloring in gray. One of those digital art things. Sometimes you're just sketching in the wrong color. What else is basically black? Nose. Her head circle, her half circle on her head is black. Or gray. It'll be dark gray whenever I color it in. I guess they are pointy. Her hair bobs here. Well, the one piece of reference art I looked at where they weren't pointy, and all the other references, including the actual character reference by the artist himself, is like, no, they're pointy. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. That looks pretty dang good. Let's round this off a little bit more so I get more of that shape of her pants. Because her pants do have that, like, iconically, like, baggy shape to them. There we go. Time is it? 9:45? How long have I been streaming for? I kind of lost track of what I was... 2.5 hours? Well, not bad. Yeah, let's see how far I end up taking this. Is that kind of grainy looking one? It is. Do I want to use this one? No, I've been experimenting with thinner line art lately, so I want to use something clean. Where's the G pin at? Yeah, I've been experimenting with thinner line art lately. That'll work. I am going to take a quick BRB and run to the restroom, the bathroom, whatever you want to call it. It's my own house. And whenever I get back, I will mess more with this. But until then, BRB. Using shadows a lot to hide small mistakes. Yeah. Ironically, you can't use shadows to hide the big mistakes in Shadow the Hedgehog. That whole game was a mistake. But it's funny, so it's worth it. Alright, BRB. And he's back. The cats are being cats. They're being good, though. But they are being cats. However you want to take that. And I got myself some more drink. They're plotting their next attack? I mean, very likely. Very, very likely with them. Leads at Bowser. I don't know that Dizzy has fully figured out his potential. It's so funny because Dizzy's so small, being only like 2 months old tops. And I have one of those cat trees that goes from like the floor to the roof, right? And I never thought anytime soon he would try and get in the bowl that's like at the top. It's like 5.5 feet tall. It's almost as tall as I am. I never thought he would try to get in that anytime soon. I come home today from town and I see the bowl is like shaped weird and I'm like, there's no way. So I go in there. So after I open the door to the living room, because it's right there in front of my living room door, I open it up and he just peeks up. I'm like, how did you get in there? Like, I know you can climb whatever you want, but I didn't think you were going to try and climb that this early. And no, he didn't. And he can get out of it no problem, too. He works his way down. I'm like, oh, all right, well, if you're not going to hurt yourself on it, I guess you can keep playing with it. I guess you can keep climbing it. That's fine. It's like, geez, Bowser took weeks before he tried to climb that thing. Not really. I think Bowser climbed it in like a week. But still, I was like, dang. I'm impressed that the little kitten climbed it that fast. Alright, let's figure out... What even is 2000 by 2000? Let's crank this up. Let's go 4000 by 4000. Edit. I always forget how you do this. Edit, because I don't normally do this. File, I'm so used to doing it in a... Is he stupid? Is he stupid? Is he stupid? He might be stupid. Is my reference getting in the way? Layer, no. Animation, no. Edit. Colorize, convert, register, transform, change image. Yeah, he's just stupid. Alright. 4000. Let's get them nice sharp lines. Alright, there we go. Somebody whose line work and stuff I really want to study is Adam Bryce Taylor. Adam Bryce Taylor is my favorite artist that works on Sonic, but he's also working on a comic with one of the writers from Sonic called Drogoon. I think it's how you pronounce it. I'm not 100% sure. And it looks so good. Never seen it. Drogoon hasn't come out yet, to my knowledge. But Adam Bryce Thomas. Twitch. Here's his Discord, or here's his Twitter if you want to check out his work. Get an idea. Oh, that's way too long. It's gonna be one of those. Take me a while to get. Ooh, I can make that work. I already know I'm gonna end up printing this out as a sticker later. Oh, I should try and get that merch shop going sometime. Oh well, problems for later, Cody, to figure out. Whoops. Oh. You ever accidentally find a new shortcut? That's me right now, finding a new shortcut on accident. Nope. I don't know if this is a universal thing, but apparently if you hold Alt and Space at the same time and then drag your mouse up and down or left and right, you zoom in and you zoom out. Pretty touchy, but apparently it works. This song in Hi-Fi Rush, the licensed version of this song, they chose a Fiona Apple song, and frankly, I just don't think it fits. I love Fiona Apple, and I love the soundtrack. I just don't think it works. Maybe I don't try to get too creative with the ear here. There we go. That's still, it is still a Twitter link. Oh, Elon. Talk about a total rebrand of your site and links to other people's profiles whenever you copy them from their own site. Don't even come up as X links, they come in as Twitter links. Absolutely embarrassing. These need to be at an angle. To match the angle of the head. Making beans. Oh, that one worked great. Let's redraw this one to match. Can he possibly draw the same shape twice? Find out on next week's episode of Probably Not. Oh, my leg just got stiff. Had to adjust my seating a little bit. That's one of those things I really got to work on. Proper sitting posture. I'm so bad about not sitting in my chair very good. Sometimes your boy does the bad sit. And his body yells at him for it. Oh, wrong pen. There we go. Invaders Must Die. Or this is Invaders. Invaders Must Die is the licensed version of this song. I was thirsty. me go inline or outline on that. Inline for sure. There we go. Tell you what, I'm really excited for the next arc of the Sonic comic because they're doing Sonic Riders. They're not doing the same story as Sonic Riders, but everyone's getting like their Sonic Riders outfits back. And then a lot of characters who don't have Sonic Riders outfits or like vehicles, like the gear, are getting them, including Surge and some of the other new characters, which is really exciting. Fun level, not my favorite boss fight in the game, that's for sure. Love his design. Don't like fighting him. This boss fight's not very fun, in my opinion. Playing so far, but that line art's looking pretty dang good. I'm not unhappy with that at all. I'm looking pretty darn rootin' tootin'. I'm just gonna stop there. I've been looking at too much Outlaws of Thunder Junction art. My brain's too cowboy right now. I've got to decide whether or not I'm doing pre-release or not. I want to do pre-release, but like, doesn't seem like any of my friends are really down to do pre-release. Like, everyone seems pretty mid on it. I'm like, man, I still like pre-releases. It's not bad. Somebody I follow on Twitter the other day was like, look at this perfect circle I made. And he got like a lot of likes on Twitter. Like, dang. It was a pretty good circle. Did I do that? I did, yeah. Ooh, I left that crusty. Punk. Making her pants the shape I'm realizing now is just like really fun. It lets you get away with a lot of just like, because realistically the anatomy of her leg right now is probably going like here and then here, you know, kind of like that. But because it's in these big bulky pants, you ain't gotta worry about all that. Energy's gotten stale for me, the overrush of new products and the ugly card art compared to the older cards. Yeah, I play Magic the Gathering almost purely for the social element of it, and I always find pre-release to be a really fun social element. It's one of the few times I don't just play Commander. But, yeah, no, there is like this... It is really easy to get sucked into like the constant like consumerism of it all. Like, I've never bought a Secret Lair. I did want to buy one of the Secret Lair for I can't think of his right name right now. Oh, Sean Menery, the guy who made the guy who basically, you know, the Godfather of Commander. I did want to buy his, but I just didn't have the money at the time. But that was mostly because it went to charity. I just didn't have the money at the time to justify the price. I say as I've got another cat right now. I run a Troll Jaleva deck that is designed just to... Jaleva's not a creature I think I'm aware of. Jaleva Nephalius Scourge. Whenever Jaleva Nephalius Scourge enters the battlefield, each player exiles the top X cards of his or her library, where X is the amount of mana spent to cast. So, you know, arguably gets better if commander attacks. Whenever Jaleva attacks, you may cast an instant or sorcery card with it without paying its mana cost. Oh, Grixis! How I love you. I play a, my Grixis deck is a Zavala deck I built out of stuff I had laying around. It's not good, but it is fun. My decks don't tend to be very powerful, but they do tend to be fun. Like, for example, we're listening to Hi-Fi Rush music right now. My favorite deck, my pet deck at the moment, is a Arden and Ludovic deck that I built with the caveat that no card in the deck is higher than 4 CMC, and it's all it's a Voltron deck for Arden. And the whole reason was like, because Hi-Fi Rush is a rhythm game where the main character magnetically attaches everything to a rod and then beats people to death with it. Arden's ability of like attaching all of his stuff to him, all the equipment and aura on the board to him, is like the magnet becoming a weapon. And then the 4 CMC, because it's a music game, because the game is all music based, everything is on 4/4 time. Everything being lower than 4 CMC, I think, kind of plays into that. Also, Sire of Insanity. You're naming a bunch of cards I just don't know. Shimmer MTG. I don't have a huge, like, mental, like, repository of cards. Each land of the chosen type has phasing. It phases in or out before the controller's untapped step when it phases out. Oh. That's cruel to do to somebody else's lands. I thought I heard little guy in here. And then Sire of Insanity. I saw at the beginning of Upkeep. Oh, at the beginning of each end step, each player discards their hand. I'm building a Tiny Bones deck right now. that's built around discard. Tiny Bones is mono black, but this would be a card to put in that deck. Also, that is cruel and inhumane punishment. Cruel is Karavik the Merciless. I've heard of Karavik. I think somebody in our play group has it, but I've never played against it. Oh, there's two Karaviks. The Merciless and the Punisher. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, Karavik deals damage equal to that spell's... I mean, yeah. That's a Rakdos Burn card for funsies. Whenever you commit a crime... Oh, there's making a new Karavik in the Cowboy set. Exile up to one target black card from your graveyard and copy it. You may cast a copy. If you do, you lose 2 life. Oh. I feel like that's going to be good with the new Gonti. If it's not just in the new Gonti Commander deck. But no, Karavik the Merciless, that does sound kind of terrifying, TBH. Oh, what's that one that makes you... every time you, like, play a land, it pings you for 1, and then people just build around it? It's the mono-red commander. I forget what it's called, but I've definitely seen that commander played before, and people hate that commander. I don't know that I've played against it, but I've definitely seen it before. Hell, every now and again, I still pull out my old Arcades deck. Arcades, Walls. Built that deck for like $35. That deck takes games no problem. Now combo Infinite Reflection with Karavik. Oh! Wait a minute. Do you cast this like at flash speed in response to your opponent casting a spell while you just have a board full of guys? Because I fail to see where... I mean, yeah, you get a copy of Karavik, but like... it still enters a battle as a copy. So it has the same name. So the legend rule would apply. Unless for some reason the legend rule doesn't apply to this. You can't if you play the right cards. Okay, sure. I mean, of course, you do have stuff like Vidalcan Ori, Ley Line of Anticipation. Judges are split on the copy roll because they never actually specified if copies count as doubles. This song is one of the few songs where I like the... licensed song more than the original in the soundtrack. Because this song, what's it called? Surfacing. I do like Surfacing, but I like the licensed version of the song more, which is called... I can't think of it off the top of my head. Oh, YouTube Studio. Not Studio. YouTube Music. It's called the Wearing by the Joy Formidable. Wearing by the Joy Formidable. Love that song. So good. I'm feeling this hand might be a little bit too long. If you play blue, look into Intruder Alarm. I have a copy of Intruder Alarm in my Zevlor deck. No, it's not in Zevlor. It's in Hawkball. It's for keeping my defenders up in my aggro Simic deck. So after I turn them sideways, I can turn them sideways. I can unturn them sideways so I don't get clapped back. Almost as useful as Black Market, yeah. I could definitely see that. Especially if you have like a lot of activated abilities that draw you cards and stuff. Which, in Simic Merfolk, you do. What's that? I'm going to explore and then explore again and explore again? Fine, I'll do it. It's so funny too, because I was working on a list for an explore counters deck. And then WotC just made the whole deck for me. I was like, cool. Thanks, Wizards of the Coast. You know, y'all are alright sometimes. Actually, I think most of the time Hasbro makes. I think it's been shown that a lot of the times Hasbro's the ones making the really bad mistakes. But I don't want to get into that right now. Oh, Bowser! You scared me, little guy. You jump scared me, dude. Oh. Yes, Bubbies. Yes, Bubbies. Ow, Bubbies. Going to all their old sets? I've seen a lot of, like, old broken cards. I don't have a mental library of them. My brain's pretty bad at remembering a lot of card names. But I have seen a lot of old broken cards. Speaking of old, I mean, not only broken, but old cards, I want to build a Dan Dan deck so bad. I want to play Dan Dan with people so bad. That sounds like so much fun. Yes, Bowser. Okay. We're now doing this in the irritating way because Bowser is on me. I was the reason the card shop banned 11 cards from mediation in the shop. I did not expect them to work so well. Yeah. Yeah. I don't typically run too many, like, really strong, like, really strong combos. The one deck that I have that I built purposely for, like, alright, I'm now in a pod against one of the people who always play, like, spiky decks, was I built Zexara. And even it's not, like, busted. It just has Pimmons Aura and Free from the Real in it, so I can go infinite off Zexara or, a handful of other creatures. That one elf druid lady who untaps a land, or if you have Threshold, she untaps 3 lands. You got Pimmons Aura or Free from the Real on her. You got infinite mana. You know, any number of ways that Sultai goes infinite because it's Sultai. About 8 rotations before the entire table of people are trying to mill or wipe out my deck. I need to build, at some point or another, I want to build O'Hare like Turbo Burn. At some point. I don't know when I will. The last deck I built, I mean, besides Tiny Bones, which just needs to be sleeved up and cut a few cards from it, from the maybe pile, was Slimefoot and Squee. That deck needs a few more cards to really make it work. I don't have anything like Entomb or Reanimate or like any of the super like good cheap Reanimator spells. But whenever I get them, whoo lord. I do have a Mesmeric Orb. I need to get... I have a copy of Fauna Shaman I need to put in that deck. I need to get a copy of Hermit Druid. If I put Fauna Shaman and Hermit Druid in that deck, it'll really start singing. Along with, your Entombs and things just to help you discard. I want to get this first round of line art done. Yes, Bowser. Yes, puppy. I'm getting hungry. But I want to get this first round of line art done. Nope. Bowser's making it hard. Power through. Power through. You chose this life. You chose to get a cat. Yes, Bowser, I'm talking about you. Ow, ow, ow. Tell you what I get tired of playing against? Mono blue Urzas. There's like 4 mono blue Urza decks at my store, and I get so tired of playing against them. Because they all do the same thing. They all get out Winter Orb or Static Orb, and then they just dirtle for the rest of the game. And it's like, come on guys, can y'all like... one of y'all build a fun version of this Urza card? Like, can one of y'all not build stacks, please? It's bad enough that you guys are playing canonically a terrible person. I've straight up watched them do a game of 4 mono blue Urzas, and I'm like, you guys just don't want to enjoy living, do you? Oh, Bowser. Combo Altered Dimension to Leva after she has had time to get real expensive to cast and then cast her again and sack her again. Woo! Yeah. That'll do it. Death Glare. I did, the other day I did, not Phyrexian, a Pitiless Plunderer, which is essentially Phyrexian Altar at home in the right deck. And I managed to get an infinite combo off of Phyrexian Altar, Palladius, not Phyrexian Altar, Ashnod's Altar, Pitiless Plunderer, Slimefoot and Squee, and Triplicate Titan. So every time you sacrifice Slimefoot and Squee and Triplicate Titan, you make enough mana to resummon them, or and 2 of the tokens that come back with Triplicate Titan, or that Triplicate Titan leaves behind. Every time you bring them back, you get more dudes and more tokens, and you just keep doing that. Ow! Jesus Christ! Ah, Bowser! You clawed me right there, dude. Man, that hurt. God bless, buddy. Anyways, infinite mana. Infinite guys. No. I'll put you down. Oh, buddy. And if you have something like Impact Tremors or Warstorm Surge out, which you can have because you're playing Jund, you just win off the triggers. Or Sir Conrad. Sir Conrad does it too. But I just had anger in the graveyard, so I swung out at everybody with a bunch of flying golems. That was fun. I say everybody like there wasn't only one person left at the board in that game. There was only one person left at the board in that game. So interaction was officially at a medium, or at a minimum. Which is convenient for me. Oh, I think he made me bleed. There's a way around a legendary rule using Helm of the Host? Yes, Helm of the Host does get around the legend rule. And then you have cards like Sakashima and stuff like that where like the effect of the card is the same, but the card's name doesn't change. Like Sakashima won't change to be the other thing. It'll stay that name. I think like same with Lazav. Lazav also doesn't change his name. So it gets around the legend rule, but you still get the effect of copying the ability. I also think there's another card that just says, like, basically the legend rule doesn't exist. But I forget what it's called. Yeah. Unless you're trying to get, like, the alpha or beta prints of some weird card. Yeah, usually a lot of the older sets are pretty affordable. Alright. Now it's just time to contend with these shoes. Once I get the shoes lined, I can call it. I can call it and then go get some food. At some point or another, I want to start making like my own custom tokens. I don't know when I'll start doing it, but at some point I do want to make a bunch of my own tokens for stuff. Like I want to take my character Coral and I want to put her on like a Merfolk token and stuff like that. It just seems like it'd be fun to do. Maybe I can sell some of them, make some easy cash off of it. I gotta order a pack of that paper that's supposed to be like pretty similar to the paper Watsu uses, which is its own original blend, but I still want it to feel like a decent quality token. And then also any proxies that I print out. It'd be nice if they were decent quality feeling. Oh my god. Speaking of which, oh, where's that photo? I just thought about this yesterday. It was so funny. Waffle House Eclipse. This photo right here. This photo right here. I legit want to take this and change where it says Waffle House up here in the corner to say the rules text for Damnation, and I want the Waffle House sign to say Damnation. And make this like a giant, make this a Damnation proxy. Because I just think it's so funny to make this a Damnation. Yeah, right? That's... I had that thought yesterday, and I'm like, oh my god, yes. I have the technology. I have the knowledge. I just have to do it. I'm gonna take a trick out of your book and use this shadow to hide the fact that I don't want to put any depth. I don't want to try and draw depth down there. I love using pitch black shadows in line art sometimes. It's so fun. And now it just looks like that little white bit back there in the cuff. The one line I forget, or the two lines I forget, are these lines right here, it looks like. Looks like I got everything else. Alright, time to do the test. Create a new layer. Select. Magic wand. Select. Oh. We're looking good. Any gaps I need to worry about? It doesn't look like it. Select, expand, 1 pixel. Select, invert. And heyo! Heyo! Let's go! Sick. I'm actually pretty happy with that line art too. I'm gonna do my usual secondary passive line art later, but I'm pretty dang pleased with this. This came out looking pretty all. Oh no, shoe too small. Shoe gotta be bigger. Shoe too small. Shoe gotta be bigger. Actually, no, it doesn't. We'll call it perspective. We'll call it perspective. We're done. Oh, we're done. I'm hungry, and at least one boy has been bothering me for a minute, and the other one probably wants some attention. But hey, Darth Goricorn, thanks for coming by, dude. Artistic freedom, let's go! Thanks for coming by, dude. Thanks for hanging out. Gave me someone to talk to for a while whenever the early crew dipped out. I'll probably be streaming a few more times this week, just because I took the week off, and the whole reason I took the week off was to relax and just draw some more. So, I'll be back on here at least one more time this week, and who knows, maybe I'll even get cocky and try and play some Street Fighter. If you have Smash Brothers, Darth Goricorn, we're going to be doing an arena on Friday. Just playing with people in the arena. And on the downtime, whenever I'm not playing, I will be doodling. at the same time on stream. So, yeah, oh well. Feel free to come by anyways. All right. I'm gonna head out. Let me see if anybody I follow is online. We won't raid them, but if they are online, I will recommend you go check them out. Specifically if it's like one of 3 people. Nah, none of the boys are on. All right. Catch you later, dude.